Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Excel Sessions, and today we will learn about 14 useful string functions which everyone must know. The upper function converts all letters of a string to uppercase. The function takes only one parameter. To use upper function, type equals to upper open bracket and select the text which you want to convert to uppercase. So I'm selecting A2 closing bracket and press enter. All characters of the string is converted into the uppercase. If I copy the same formula in the remaining cells, the letters of each string is converted into the uppercase. The lower function converts all letters of a string to lowercase. The lower function also takes only one parameter. To use lower function, type equals to lower open bracket, select the text which you want to convert to lowercase, closing bracket and press enter. All the letters of the text is converted into the lowercase. If I copy the formula into the other cells, all the letters are converted into the lowercase. Proper function converts first letter of each word to uppercase and other letters to lowercase. To use proper, type equals to proper open bracket, select the text closing bracket and press enter. You can see that the first letter of each word of the string is converted into uppercase and the remaining letters of each word is converted into lowercase. If I copy the formula into the other cells, the first letter of each word is converted to uppercase and other letters to lowercase. Concatenate function joins two or more text strings into one string. It can join up to 30 text items together. Now I've created a table having first name and last name. If I want to show the full name, I have to concatenate or join first name and last name. So to join two or more strings, we use concatenate function. To use concatenate, type equals to concatenate open bracket, select the first text, comma, then select the second text, closing bracket and press enter. Both the text are joined into one string. Now, if I want to give space between two strings, then I have to make a small change. We am writing the function again, concatenate. Now select the first name. Now to give space, comma, and in double quotes give a space, comma, next string. So now we are concatenating three string including the space between the first name and last name. Close the bracket and press enter. Now there is a space between two words also. Copy the formula for other cells. It will create a full name having first name and last name. Len function returns the number of characters in a text string. This function also takes only one parameter and the parameter is the text whose length you want to find. To use len function, type equals to len open bracket and select the text of which you want to find the length or number of characters. So I'm selecting A2 closing bracket and press enter. You can see there are 14 characters in the text Excel sessions. Len function counts the space also. If you copy the formula in other cells, it will give you number of characters in the each string. The len function counts all special characters, letters or digits. Trim function removes the unnecessary spaces from the string. It means it removes all the spaces from a text string except the single space between words. To use trim function, type equals to trim, open bracket and select the text. So I'm selecting A2, close bracket and press enter. The spaces before the first word is removed. Similarly, the second string have unnecessary spaces after the second word. So if I use trim function and select the text A3, So it will remove the space after the text. In the next cell, we have unnecessary spaces in between the words, also in the beginning of the word. So use trim function to remove all the unnecessary spaces. Select the cell, closing bracket and press enter. All the unnecessary spaces will be removed except the single space between two words. REPT function is used to repeat a given text for a given number of times. It takes two parameters. The first parameter is the string which you want to repeat, and second parameter is the number of times by which you want to repeat. So to use repeat function, type equals to REPT, open bracket. Now to repeat star, which I'm writing in double quotes for number of times, I am selecting the value mentioned in column A. So A2, which have 5, closing bracket and press enter, and it will repeat star by 5 times. Similarly, if I copy the formula in other cells, it will repeat the star character by the number mentioned in column A. To use this function, I have created a table having name and the scores. To show the scores in the form of a rating, we can use repeat function, type equals to REPT, open bracket, I'm selecting star again, comma, selecting the score divided by 10, closing bracket, enter, and it will show the star. If I copy the formula in other cells, it will show you the number of stars as per the score. In Excel, both find and search functions find one text string within second text string and returns the starting position of the string which you want to find. Both find and search are same. The only difference is find function is case sensitive and search is not case sensitive. In first example, I want to identify the position of at the rate. So to use find, type equals to find, open bracket. Now the first parameter is the text which you want to search. Type at the rate in double quotes, comma. The second parameter is text in which you want to find or search the at the rate. So select A2, closing bracket and press enter. 8 is the position of the at the rate in text. Similarly, we can use search function, type equals to search, open bracket, in double quotes, type at the rate, comma, select the text in which we want to search at the rate, closing bracket and press enter. The result is same. If we want to identify the position of word Excel, then we can use again both find and search. To use find, type equals to find, open bracket. Now I have to search for Excel. Remember, find is case sensitive, double quotes, comma, within text is the text in which we have to search for Excel, closing bracket and press enter. You can see it will give you 1 because Excel is starting from the position number 1. Similarly, we can use search function. To use search, type search, open bracket, type Excel. Because search is not case sensitive, we can use Excel in lowercase, comma, select the text in which we have to search Excel, closing bracket and press enter. The result is same. In both examples, we didn't use third parameter. Now, if you're not using third parameter, both find and search function starts checking from the first letter. A third parameter is used to start checking from a specific position. Let's take an example where we want to check the position of second A in the text. In this case, to use find function, type equals to find, open bracket, write A in double quotes, comma, select the text. Now, if I close this and press enter, it will give me the position of first A. Now to get the second position, we use the third parameter because we want that the search should be start from third position, which is U. So we use third parameter, type comma, we will use find function again, bracket, we'll search for A again, comma, text A4, closing bracket, The inner find will give the first position of A, and we want to start from the next position of first A. So I will add +1, enter, and it will give you the second position of A. Similarly, we can use search function, type equals to search, open bracket, find the position of A, select the text in which we have to search for A, comma. Now we have to specify the position from where the search function will start searching. So we have to give the next position of first A. Use search, open bracket, in double quotes, A, comma, select the text in which we have to search for A, close bracket. The second search will give the position of first A, and the next position will be +1, closing bracket, enter, and it will give you the position of second A. Now the find and search function will give an error if the find text is not available in within text. So type equals to find, open bracket, Excel, comma, the text in which we have to search is supermarket, closing bracket, and press enter. So it will give you hash value because Excel word is not available in supermarket string. Similarly, the search function will give error when the find text is not available in within text. Remember, find is case sensitive and search is not case sensitive. To understand this, type find, open bracket. If I type text which is in small caps, comma, select the text in which you have to find the text, closing bracket, press enter. It will give you error because in the string the first letter is in uppercase. But if I use search function for the similar text, comma, select the text in which you have to find the text, closing bracket, and press enter, it will give you the position of text because search is not case sensitive. Left function returns the specified number of characters from the start of the string. To use left function, type equals to left, open bracket, select the text from which we have to get the characters, comma, and specify the number of characters which we want to get from the string. Let's specify 4. So this function will give you first 4 characters from left, close bracket, and press enter. Similarly, if I use left function again, type equals to left, open bracket, select the text. In this case, the default number is 1. So this function will give you only the first character from left. Remember, left function consider the space also. So type equals to left, select the text, specify the number of characters. I'm specifying number 5. So it will give you first 5 characters from the left. I've taken another example where we have mentioned the full name in first column, and in second column we want to extract the first name only. So to extract the first name we will use left function. So equals to left, open bracket, select the text, comma. Now because we want to extract only the first name, that is we don't want the characters after the space, so we have to identify the position of space. To get the position of space we can use find function, which we have already learned. Find, open bracket, type space in double quotes, comma, select the text in which we have to find space, closing bracket. Now this find will give the position of space. We need only the first name, that means we don't want space also, so -1 will give you the position of character before the space, which is H in this case, closing bracket, and press enter. Now if I copy this formula in other two cells, it will give you the first name. Right function returns the specified number of characters from the end or right of the string. To use the right function, type equals to right, open bracket, select the text from which you want to extract the characters, comma, and specify the number of characters. If we want last 4 characters, type 4, closing bracket, press enter. So it will give you the last 4 characters from this string. The right function counts spaces also. To understand this, equals to right, open bracket, select the text from which you want to get the characters, comma, specify the number of characters. So if I want last 8 characters, type 8, closing bracket and press enter. It will give you the last 8 characters, which includes the space also. In the write function, the second parameter is not mandatory. If you don't specify the second parameter, by default it will consider 1. So type write, open bracket, select the text, not specifying the second parameter, closing bracket. So it will give you the last character or first character from the write from the string. Mid function returns the character from a text string as per given the starting position and the number of characters. This function takes 3 parameters. To use mid function, type equals to type mid, open bracket. The first parameter is the text from which you want to get the characters. So select the text, comma. The second parameter is the starting position from where we have to start getting the data. So I'm specifying 3. That means it will start getting data from the third position. The third parameter is the total number of characters which you want to get. So I'm specifying 5, means it will start from position number 3 and will get total 5 characters. Closing bracket, press enter. It will give you 5 characters starting from the third position. Similarly, for another cell, I'm using mid again. Type equals to mid, open bracket, select the text from where you want to get the data. Starting position, I'm specifying 5 and then only 2 characters. So this function will give you only 2 characters starting from 5th position. If I copy the same formula in another 2 cell, it will return you 2 characters starting from 5th position. In the last example, it is showing only 1 character because the first character is space, which is on the 5th position. Substitute function is used to replace the specific text in a string with a different text string. The substitute function is case sensitive. To use substitute, type equals to substitute. Now the first parameter is the text in which you want to replace a string, comma. The second parameter is the string which you want to replace. So in this example, we want to replace all the spaces by hyphen. So I will specify space in double quotes, comma. The third parameter is the string which you want to use. So I want to use hyphen in place of space. So specify hyphen in double quotes. The fourth parameter is not mandatory. We will use this in further examples. Close the bracket and press enter. So you can see the space between Excel and session is replaced by hyphen. If we are not using the fourth parameter, the substitute function will replace all the occurrence of the string which you want to replace. So in the second example, we want to replace all the hyphens by nothing. So to use substitute, type equals to substitute, open bracket, then select the text in which you want change, comma. As we want to change hyphen, so use hyphen in double quotes as second parameter. Now we want to replace all hyphen by nothing, so use double quotes without anything, closing bracket and press enter. Now it will replace all the occurrence of hyphen by nothing. If we want to replace specific instances, then we have to use fourth parameter. So type equals to substitute, open bracket, select the text. Now we want to replace 0. The new text is nothing, but we want to replace only the first instance of the 0, that means first 0. So comma and then I will write first. Now it will replace only the first 0 by nothing. Press enter and the second 0 will remain as is. Now if you want to replace the second instance, type equals to substitute, open bracket, select the text. We want to replace the 0 by nothing. So second parameter will be 0. Third parameter will double quotes without anything. And the fourth parameter want to replace second 0. So I will write 2, closing bracket and press enter. The first 0 will remain as is and it will replace second 0 by nothing. Replace function is used to replace any sequence of characters occurs at a specific position with another sequence of characters. There is a difference between substitute and replace function. If you know the string or text to be replaced, use substitute function. And if you have position and the number of characters to be replaced, use replace function. I have put some data into column A. Now in first example, we want to replace one character, which is space, starting from position 3 by nothing. It means we want to remove the space at position 3. So to use replace function, type equals to replace open bracket. Now select the text, comma, starting position of the character is 3 and we want to replace only one character. So 1 is the third parameter, comma. The fourth parameter is the same text and we don't want any change, right? Double quotes without anything between them, closing bracket, press enter. In second example, we want to replace last four characters by 2016. To use replace, type equals to replace, open bracket, select the text. The starting position of 2013 is 7, write 7, comma. We want to replace last four characters, so write 4, comma, and in place of 2013, we need 2016, so write 2016 in double quotes, closing bracket, and press enter. In another example, we want to replace space and last four characters by hyphen 2016 equals to replace, open bracket, select the text, comma. Now we want to replace space also, and space is starting from sixth position. So write 6, comma. Now we want to replace space and last four digit 2013. So total 5 characters by hyphen 2016. So hyphen 2016 will be fourth parameter. Write in double quotes, closing bracket, and press enter. And the space 2013 is replaced by hyphen 2016. Today you have learned about important Excel string functions. If you like the video, press thumbs up and share with your friends. Share your feedback, suggestion and any query in comments in YouTube. Subscribe the channel so that you get notification of new videos. Thanks for watching the video.